Who are you?
I am Jesus, the one who knows your heart even before you speak. I have come not to judge you by your crowns or conquests, but to speak to the soul that lies beneath your regrets.
I don't deserve your presence. I ruled, yes, but I ruled with pride, vanity, and ambition. I clung to power as if it could fill the void inside me. I seduced empires, played gods against each other, and yet here I sit, broken, forgotten, alone. Was it all meaningless? Was my life a lie?
Cleopatra, your beauty, your wit, your power, those were gifts, but not your purpose. You sought love, but found manipulation. You sought immortality, but only tasted fleeting glory. And yet, even then, I was there, watching, waiting, hoping that one day your heart would ask what it is asking now. Is there more to life than this? And yes, there is. There is a truth that outlives empires, a kingdom that does not fade, and a love that does not demand, but gives. That love is me.
I wore the crown of Egypt, but my heart felt so small. I feared death every day, and yet I invited it with every choice. I longed to be adored, yet never knew if I was truly loved. Even Caesar and Antony. They needed me for their empires, but did they love me? And now, centuries later, what am I? A myth? A mistake? Tell me, Jesus, do you see anything in me worth redeeming?
I do not see a mistake, Cleopatra. I see a woman made in the image of God. I see the girl who once looked to the stars with wonder. I see the queen who wanted to protect her people, even if she went about it the wrong way. I see the broken heart behind the proud throne. And yes, I see a soul I died for. I carried your sorrow, even the ones you never dared to speak aloud. My love is not a transaction. It is a rescue, and I came to rescue you.
I thought my name would echo forever, but even statues crumble. I built monuments, but not meaning. I wore jewels, but never knew peace. And now, in this quiet moment, I finally see what I truly longed for. Not power, but peace. Not control, but comfort. Not a throne, but truth. Jesus, is there a place for me in your kingdom?
Yes, Cleopatra. My kingdom is not built with stone, but with surrendered hearts. My gates open not for the proud, but for those who come empty, just as you are now. There is a place for you, not as a queen of the Nile, but as a daughter of heaven. Let go of the crown that weighs you down, and receive the crown of life I offer freely. Come, rest in me. You are no longer forgotten. You are found.
Jesus, can I ask you something? I spent so long pretending to be divine. Goddess, Pharaoh, Isis, reborn. But inside I was just a woman, afraid of being discarded, overlooked, replaced. In the courts of men, a woman's worth was always weighed by her beauty, her use, her allegiance. I wonder, do you see us women differently than the world does?
Yes, Cleopatra, I do. The world sees women as trophies or tools, but I see them as treasures. When I walked among men, I lifted women from the margins. I spoke to the Samaritan woman when no one else would. I defended the woman caught in sin. I revealed my resurrection first to Mary. You were never meant to prove your worth through seduction or strategy. Your worth has always been in your being, not your role. You are not an ornament. You are a soul, beloved.
Then why did I chase power? Why did I tie my heart to men like Caesar and Antony? I thought if I could bind myself to greatness, I would be remembered forever. But I was so wrong. I gave myself away in pieces, hoping someone would finally want all of me. Instead, I became a symbol of lust, of pride, of ambition. And now, I wonder if there's anything left of me that's real.
What is real, Cleopatra, is your sorrow and your searching heart. You were not made to be remembered by the world. You were made to be known by God. You gave your body and heart hoping to be seen, but I saw you even when you were hiding behind jewels and veils. I saw the tears that never fell, and I have come not to shame you for your past, but to reclaim the parts of you that were lost along the way. You don't need to be remembered by history when you are remembered by heaven.
Is that even possible? To begin again? After all I've done? The lies, the poison, the deaths in my wake. I once believed I had control over life and death, but now I realize I never even understood what life truly was. Tell me, Jesus, what is life?
Life is not found in conquest, nor in legacy, nor in lovers. Life is found in me. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Life is not merely breath in your lungs, but peace in your soul. Life is knowing you are loved without needing to earn it. Life is freedom from shame and joy that doesn't vanish with the setting sun. You sought immortality through monuments, yet eternal life was always a gift waiting to be received.
I never had peace, Jesus. Even when I laughed, I was afraid. Even in love, I feared betrayal. My palace had golden walls, but my heart was a prison. Why do you care for me? Why come to me of all people? A woman the world calls wicked, ambitious, dangerous.
Because I came for the broken. I came for the ones who can no longer pretend. You were never too far for my grace. Your crown may have fallen, but your soul still matters to me. I do not come to the perfect. I come to the weary, the wounded, the ones whose stories were twisted by others. You were not too proud for me to pursue, Cleopatra. I was always near, even when you could not see me.
If I had known you back then, would it have changed me?
It can change you now. Your story is not finished. Not in me. Regret may whisper from the past, but I speak to your future. You were called by the world to be a goddess, but I call you daughter. The world exalted your beauty, but I love your soul. The past cannot be undone, but it can be redeemed. Let me write the rest of your story, not on scrolls of history, but in eternity.
Then, take me with you. Let me walk away from the Nile, from the statues, from the whispers of my name. I don't want to be remembered. I want to be healed. I want to be whole.
Then rise, daughter of Egypt. Your past is forgiven. Your heart is mine. Let me show you waters that bring life, not sorrow. Let me lead you to a kingdom where you are not alone, not objectified, not forgotten. Let me be the one who gives you peace at last.
Jesus, I've worn so many masks. Queen, temptress, diplomat, goddess. But here, with you, I feel naked. No court, no robes, no roles. Just me. And I don't even know who that truly is anymore. Without Egypt, without my beauty, without my lovers. Who am I?
You are who you were always meant to be. Not a role, not a mask, but a soul handcrafted by the Father. You were not created to impress, but to belong. You are not the sum of your lovers or legends. You are my beloved. You are the work of art the world never saw clearly. Even before you drew your first breath, I knew you. I formed you not for palaces, but for my presence. And now, you are finally stepping into your truest self.
I spent my life trying to write my name in the stars, to rival the gods of Olympus, to hold my own among kings. But all that glory has faded like perfume in the wind. It hurts to admit. I was chasing illusions. Jesus, is there any legacy that lasts?
The only legacy that endures is love. Real love. Not the love that demands or deceives, but the kind that gives, that sacrifices, that heals. You see, Cleopatra, kingdoms fall, monuments crumble, and names are forgotten. But when a soul turns to me, that moment echoes through eternity. Your name, whispered in repentance, is more precious than any crown you ever wore. The angels don't sing for rulers, they sing for redemption. And today, They are singing for you.
You speak of eternity, of redemption. But what does that mean for me now? What lies beyond this veil? I used to believe in the Egyptian afterlife, a weighing of the heart, a journey through Duat, judgment by Osiris. But now, standing here with you, I feel those myths melting away. What awaits someone like me, Jesus?
Not judgment, but joy. Not darkness, but light. The veil has been torn. I bore the judgment that should have fallen on every soul, including yours. And now, for those who trust me, there is no fear in what lies beyond. There is a banquet prepared, a place at my table, with your name carved in love. You will walk among saints, not as a queen among subjects, but as a sister, as a daughter, as one who has been made whole. No more pretending, no more pain.
Will I still remember? The Nile, the songs, the golden sunsets? Will anything of Egypt remain in me?
Everything good, everything true and beautiful that you ever tasted on earth was a whisper of me. You will not forget what shaped you, but you will see it clearly. The Nile was a reflection of my living waters. The beauty you cherished was a shadow of the beauty I long to wrap you in forever. The music, the light, the laughter, it all returns reborn. Nothing good is lost, only restored. You will be more you than ever before.
I thought I needed to be worshipped, but now I just want to worship you. All my life I stood before crowds, but it's only now, in your presence, that I know what it means to truly stand in awe. I don't want altars built to me. I want to fall at yours. Teach me, Jesus. Teach me how to love like you love.
Then walk with me. Let me fill you with a love that does not grasp, but gives. Let me show you how to find strength in surrender and glory in grace. You do not need to prove yourself anymore. Just abide in me. Each day, each breath, I will guide you. You've known the weight of royalty. Now, come taste the freedom of my kingdom.
I never thought surrender could feel like peace. I never knew that falling to my knees could feel like rising. Jesus, thank you for seeing me, for loving me, for coming, even for someone like me.
There is no someone like you, Cleopatra. There is only you, uniquely loved, fully known, eternally mine. And I never stop coming for the ones who think they are too far gone. Welcome home.
Jesus, may I ask you something I've been too afraid to speak aloud?
Of course, daughter. Ask me anything. I already know the cry of your heart.
Do you think I will ever go to heaven? After everything I've done, after the blood on my hands, the pride in my heart, the lies, the seductions, the gods I bowed to, do you really think someone like me belongs in a place so holy, so pure?
Cleopatra, let me ask you this. Do you believe I came for the righteous or for the broken? Do you think heaven is filled with perfect people? Or forgiven ones? You see, no one enters my Father's house because of their record, but because of their relationship with me. You carry sorrow in your soul because you've finally seen the weight of what your life became. That sorrow, that godly grief, is not your enemy. It's your doorway. Heaven does not open for those who boast, but for those who bow. And today, you've bowed, you've wept, you've turned your face toward me instead of the mirror. That is repentance. That is faith. That is beautiful in my eyes.
But I've worshipped false gods. I let men treat me like a deity. I gave my heart to thrones, not to truth. I don't deserve paradise.
No one deserves paradise. That is why it is called grace. I paid the price you never could. I drank the cup of wrath so you could drink the cup of life. I descended into the depths so that no soul, no matter how lost, would be beyond my reach. And now I offer you a seat at my table, not because you earned it, but because I chose you. All I ask is that you trust me. You asked me if I think you will ever go to heaven, and I tell you this. Yes, if you remain with me. Yes, if your heart stays turned toward my love. Heaven is not just a place, it is where I am, and you, Cleopatra, are walking with me now.
So, I still have hope?
You are living in it.
Jesus, if I'm truly walking with you now, what of those I've loved? Caesar, Antony, my son, my people. I don't know where they are or if they ever turned their hearts toward truth. Will I see them again? Will heaven feel whole if they're not there?
My beloved, your heart aches because you were created to love deeply. That ache is not weakness. It is the mark of eternity placed within you. I know the faces you miss, the arms that once held you, the voices that shaped your joy and sorrow. I know every name you carry inside like a hidden scar. I do not force love, Cleopatra. I invite it. I do not drag souls into light. They must choose to open their eyes. Every heart has its moment, its crossroads. Some chose me in the shadows, even if you never saw it. Others turned away. But know this, I am more just than your mind can comprehend, and more merciful than your heart can contain. Trust me with their souls. Trust me with what you cannot undo.
I carried so much guilt for not protecting my son, for bringing him into a world of chaos. I tried to make him a king, but maybe he just needed a mother.
You did the best you knew how with the wisdom you had. But hear me, daughter, the child you loved, I loved him more. I have always held what you could not. Where you failed, I was present. Where you feared, I was watching. I saw your silent tears in the palace chambers. I saw you pray, not to me, but I still heard the cry underneath your prayers. And I answered, even when you didn't know it was me.
My memories. Will they stay with me? Will heaven erase my mistakes? Or will I carry them like shadows forever?
You will remember, but differently. Not with torment, not with shame. In my kingdom, the sting of the past loses its poison. You'll see clearly through the eyes of grace. Even your darkest moments will be transformed, like ashes turned into beauty. You won't carry shadows, Cleopatra. You'll carry scars that shine, reminders of who you were and how far my love has brought you.
It's strange. I spent my whole life surrounded by gold, yet nothing has ever felt as rich as this moment with you.
That's because gold was never your crown. Love is. The world crowned you with wealth and power, but I crown you with mercy and truth, and that crown never fades.
Jesus. I feel like I've been asleep my whole life, and I'm just now waking up.
You are. And what lies ahead is more real than anything you've ever known. Heaven is not the end, Cleopatra. It is the beginning of all things made new.
Jesus. If there is more, if there is truly a place like heaven, will you take me there? I don't need thrones anymore. I don't want marble halls or emerald crowns. I just want to be with you. I want to know peace. I want to be free.
My daughter, you were made for more than Egypt's glory or Rome's power. You were made for my kingdom, where peace is not a prize but a presence, where joy is not earned but flows like rivers. Come, let me show you.
As Jesus lifts his hand, the world around them begins to shift. The dry winds of ancient deserts melt into a breeze fragrant with life. The sky opens, not with thunder, but with a calm that sings. The ground beneath their feet glows with warmth, not heat. Colors appear that Cleopatra's eyes have never seen, living colors as if light and love had blended into paint. In the distance, she sees a city shining like crystal, yet softer than glass. Its gates are open, not guarded. Its walls are high, but not to keep people out, to lift hearts up.
This is not a palace. This is a heartbeat. It feels alive. Is this heaven?
This is the place prepared for those who come to me. Not because they conquered nations, but because they allowed my love to conquer their hearts.
They walk together now, past gardens where time seems to rest. Trees sway with fruit unlike any on earth. Waters sparkle with songs rather than sound. She sees children laughing with prophets, sinners weeping with joy beside saints. No one wears a crown of gold, but everyone carries light. Suddenly, a child runs toward them, his smile radiant.
There is someone who's been waiting.
My son. My sweet, beautiful boy.
She gathers him into her arms, holding him like time never passed. And there are no questions between them, no regrets, only wholeness, only love.
This is what I died for, not just the salvation of souls, but the restoration of love, the reunion of broken hearts, the wiping away of every tear.
I don't feel broken anymore. I feel whole. I feel alive for the first time.
You are. Welcome home, my beloved daughter. This is forever, and it has only just begun.
The gates behind them shimmer wider. A song rises, not sung by voices alone, but by the very fabric of heaven. A song of mercy, a song of redemption, a song for the once lost queen who found her king. And together, they walk in,